Morning, everybody. So good to see everybody. It's bright and shiny faces on this beautiful day. Faces I haven't seen in a while. So good to have everybody here. Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Rev Jay, the director here, and it's my great honor to introduce a new musician we have today. This is Trevor Justice. He's a passionate singer about peace, about love, about joy. Has sung at several New Thought churches, so we don't have to break him in. He's already broken in, so to speak. So let's welcome Trevor for our opening song.
This little light of mine, sing along. I'm gonna let it shine.
You can stand up for this one.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Back to the top. Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Why don't you greet each other, tell them, introduce yourself, and tell them you're glad they're here. Good seeing you today. How are you?
Oh, I did a lot of work in the garden yesterday.
Oh, so you're sore. Good seeing you, Dee. How are you? So good to have everybody here today. Such a beautiful day. Let's go ahead and have a seat and begin our vision and mission statement that we'd like to affirm. Television seems to be dark today, but I think you know this anyway. So let's all read together our vision. We are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. A glorious affirmation today and always for us personally and as a community. I'm always happy to be here and be in community. So good to have everybody here today. We have a different order of service. If you've been here in July, you recognize that. We're holding off announcements, and we're having a longer period for contemplation led by our practitioners. Today it's Michelle Wilson. Let's give her a round of applause for being here today. And we start this time with meditative music, which Trevor has for us.
So this song has a very simple melody, and after I sing it the first time, I invite you to sing along if you want to. Okay.
The light of God shines from my heart. The light of God shines from my hands, 'cause I am a child of God. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The light of God shines from my heart. The light of God shines from my hands, 'cause I am a child of God. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Let's do the love of God.
The love of God shines from my heart. The love of God shines from my hands, 'cause I am a child of God. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Let's try healing love.
A healing love shines from my heart. A healing love shines from my hands, 'cause I am a child of love. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So let's open our hearts to Spirit, knowing that she is right here in this room, loving and guiding us to all we need to hear. I know the loving energy of Spirit knows peace, love, and wisdom for each and every one of you. There is no separation. I know that Spirit is one with our musicians, production crew, and our Reverend Jay. I know this room is filled with the great love and the warm light. Spirit welcomes all that comes through this door. I know this room is safe and all feelings are safe to feel. I'm so very grateful for this wonderful place, and with gratitude, I release my word. So let's go deep and find our center. Find a comfortable seat position with your feet flat on the floor. Allow your hands to rest gently on your lap or by your side. Gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. Notice the points of contact between your body and the surface supporting your feet, and steady, unyielding pull of gravity holding you safely in place. Direct your awareness toward your breath Do not try to change it. Just notice the natural rhythm of air moving in and out of your body. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Exhale slowly through your mouth, letting go of any immediate stress. As you continue breathing, deeply scan your body from top of your head down to your toes. With each exhale, consciously soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and let go of tension in your face and the hands. Bring your complete attention down to the soles of your feet and the base of your spine. Imagine that roots are growing safely and deeply from these points of contact, stretching down through the floor, deep into the earth. Picture these roots branching out wide and strong, anchoring you securely to the stable center of the planet. With every inhale, imagine drawing up quiet strength, steady energy, and calm stability from the earth. With every exhale, let go of any scattered thoughts, worries, or fatigue, sending them down deep into the ground to be released. Slowly release the image of the roots, keeping the sense of safety, calm, and stability within your body. Bring your awareness back to the room. Notice the sounds around you, the temperature of the air, and the support beneath you. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently, waking up your body. When you feel ready, take one final deep breath in and gently open your eyes. Good morning. So I would like to do a continuation of my last reflection. God told me to, so if you're mad, tell him. Yeah, whatever, exactly. To recap, I had several other, I and several other people were asked to contribute to a quilt that my niece was making for my niece who was having a baby. And we were all given a swatch and we had to decorate it. And for most and a lot of people, that's no big deal. But for me, it was traumatic. I was devastated because I stayed as far away from art as I could. No messes. So anyway, I had to do it. What am I going to do? I had to do it. So I got down and I looked at YouTube and did all of that and learned how to embroider. And what I found so interesting, and this is what I want to talk about, was I was so mean to myself. Every time I made a mistake, I was brutal. And I was listening to what I was saying to me, and I'm like, well, no wonder you don't want to get near anything like this. You're not very nice. Wow. And so I started making rules. It's like, well, this isn't going to work. And you have to be nice to yourself, and we are not unkind to ourselves, period. So I started implementing this rule in these boundaries, and I honestly started enjoying what I was doing, and I've started doing new projects now. So, I mean, it just totally switched my thinking. And I thought to myself, isn't it amazing and wonderful and sweet that Spirit cares so much for me that he dropped, or she dropped this into my lap and made me realize the things that I needed to hear. And now I can move on with joy and enjoy something new and enjoy my life more. So that's what I learned today, or learned in this whole thing, and that's why Spirit wanted me to tell you this. So thank you very much.
On the note of inner critics and negative self-talk, I invite you, if you pick up the chorus to this song, to sing along as well. It's called I Forgive Myself and Let It Go.
I criticize myself for things I could have done, as if the past could change, that keeps me low. But there's no turning back, no changing yesterday, so I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, try along. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go. I did the best I could with what I knew back then. What else was possible? I didn't know. I made the best of things under the circumstance, so I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go. I'm starting fresh with a clean slate today, at peace with both my mistakes and my wins. I feel the weight of my heart melt away, my soul renewed as a new chapter begins. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, I forgive myself and let it go. Let it go, let it go.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful affirmation today. So, and thank you, Michelle. What a beautiful meditation this morning. Thank you. It's all, it's interesting because our center is becoming more contemplative, I would call it, and more meditative, more quieter, reflective. And so I think this is a movement in that, to have our practitioners spend more time in the meditation and more time to reflection. So thank you for being open to this change. I think I'm probably the one that's most resistant to change sometimes. So, hey, they're laughing. I was being sincere in what I was saying. You were laughing at me. Or with me. You wait with me. Okay, all right, good. So we're continuing with the theme of holy, holy. And I just love this theme this month because it's a realization within ourselves that we are this divine being and that we are complete, that we are whole, that there's nothing we need to do more of to be more divine because it's just a natural state of being. However, we often, just like Michelle was talking about this morning, we often think about how we're not enough, we're not doing enough, the world needs something, I don't know what it is, we get overwhelmed by that, and just feeling like we need to do more, or our list of things to do that we haven't done yet. We're not complete until they're done, but that list never gets done because there's always more things to get it added to it, right? Might as well enjoy the moment that we have and recognize our divinity. And the thing about this wholeness that we're talking about, when we recognize our wholeness, then that adds to our circles of friends, our communities, and that's the idea. The whole me creates a whole we. It's a basic science of mind principle that when we're able to better ourselves, then it's a better we also. It's a better us, a better me, a better us. Many of us gathered on Friday night to watch this movie called The Path Forward. Great movie. And by the way, I'll say more about it later, but it is available online at the people who did the film there, and I have the website of that later on, or Amazon, but I would prefer you go to the producers of the film, Grasshopper. That's what it is, Grasshopper Films. And but there's one of the people that's involved in this peace movement that's featured in this film said that he gets up every morning, gets plenty of sleep, nutrition, exercise, for his body, but also for the work he has to do. And we know that this work of being all we can be is one of body, mind, heart, and soul, that we do this work. Not because we should do it, because we can fully realize greater things when we're aware, when we're connected, we're holy in this way. So the possibility of this creativeness that we go through, that we open up to in a greater way, a greater awareness of who we are. And the key about this is that the theme for this is holy, holy, meaning the wholeness, not the holy, H-O-L-E-Y. And we tend to see our wholes, tend to see what we aren't, what we think is our imperfections, rather than seeing the wholeness of us, that we are this complete and perfect circle. And ideally, we are in a community of people that are circles. Now, we know from the last week, if you were here, we talked about how we tend to be irregular shapes, and the more we practice, the more we do, we become round and we can roll better. So ideally, we are this wholeness, but it doesn't always feel that way, because I think it's safe to say that we all get times when we feel a little chunky. We don't feel quite round. Things aren't flowing as easily as they can. I wasn't speaking of that kind of round. But within ourselves, and things just aren't flowing easily and gracefully as we'd like them to. What I have found is that when we go within and find that wholeness within, that it becomes what we experience outer. You've heard the phrase, so above as below, but we really don't believe in something above us that's God, so to speak. because Spirit is all around us. So we can find the source of that wherever we are, and we can discover it in quiet moments or just a moment at a stoplight. We recognize this sense of divine self within us. And from that place, we become rounder, things flow. And ideally, that this is a depiction, this image there of communities that we're in where everybody is seeking to be whole. They may not feel that way, but they are whole. We know that. And when we can recognize our wholeness, then we recognize the wholeness in other people as well, their divine nature. Even though we might judge them to be a little chunky in places also, but we know their divine nature and who they are. And we let go of those judgments and remember their divineness. Ernest Holmes says that we acquire a new sense of human values in realizing that all humanity is divinity, waking up to itself through self-discovery and self-realization. All people are of God, and the only evidence we have of divinity is humanity. I read this quote this week, and I was going, wow, maybe I might expand it to all life, nature is an example of divinity too, but really, our human interactions are a way for us to discover the divine, because we don't see Spirit. It's an invisible force. We can feel it. We can sense it. But there are times in our lives when that's even difficult to do, that we may feel very distant from that inner self that we have for whatever reason, because of health or concerns we might have, worries we might have. And when we go within, we can find it, and we can see it mirrored to us from those around us. When we don't feel that love, we can receive love from others. And we can love them when we have enough love to give. It's this giving and receiving we can do. And so that, in a way, all life that we experience is divine. And to continue to remember that. And step one is simply to, when we know our wholeness, then we can recognize the wholeness in others. So a couple weeks ago, I talked about Nasruddin stories, and the Mullah Nasruddin is their Middle East folk stories, teaching stories, similar to other folk tales you might hear, and there's always a teaching truth that comes out of it. So Nasruddin one time had a group of donkeys he had, and he was riding one donkey, and the other donkeys he had loaded with grain. He was taken into the village to be milled. And so he was riding on his donkey, and he counted his donkeys, and there were only 9, and he had 10 donkeys. He go, oh no, I lost a donkey. What am I going to do? So he got off his donkey, and he looked around maybe where the donkey had gone. He didn't see it, and he counted once again. He counted 10. He goes, whew, okay. So go back on his donkey. A half hour later, he counts again. He counts 9 again. The donkey's gone. Where did it go? He gets off his donkey and looks around, and he counts 10 again. Oh dear. And then he realized he forgot to count the donkey he was riding. I think most of you figured that out. Sometimes we need to get off our donkey, so to speak, to recognize our wholeness, just to take a moment of contemplation. And for me, one of the traits of donkeys is stubbornness, right? So get off our stubborn beliefs, our stubborn opinions, and take accounting of that, accounting of ourselves, awareness of other people, awareness of what's going on, instead of being so caught into the moment. And what I know is that the lens, we tend to see things in the lens of what is missing, what is not right, instead of the abundance that we have all around us. We may carry stories of being too much. That's a phrase I did in more recent, I don't know if you heard that in jargon. Oh, they're a little too much. I've been too much, I think, all my life, but that's another story. Or at least that's what I tell myself, right? Am I? No. Or not enough, or broken, or late, or messy, or unhealthy, or incomplete. I think Americans specialize in thinking that we have to do more. It's not true in all countries. We seem to have that thing that we've got to do more and be more and make more money or do this and do that and never be quite caught up with that. And I think that's one thing we need to be aware of, that we need to let go of. Spiritual wholeness does not mean we never feel afraid, divided, angry, weary, uncertain. It just means we can come back to, while we're feeling that, we can still feel whole and complete and spiritual, and know that that which is discontent in us will find a way forward. We will find a way forward. And we can be content in our discontent. We can be content in our discontent because we want to move forward. We want to set goals, but it doesn't mean because we haven't arrived at those goals that we are not complete right where we are. It's almost a Zen Buddhist thing that we can be both present and striving at the same time. But let's be present first. Let's accept this. One of my favorite authors lately, her name is Adrienne Marie Brown, and she's written a book called Emergent Strategy for Shaping Change and Changing Worlds. And she talks about wholeness in this way. I know I'm not always whole theoretically. I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. I know I am always whole theoretically, but I don't always feel that way. I feel bad sometimes. I feel frightened, sometimes messy. Being whole includes owning all of that which we are. So when we shift our attention from lack to our essence, we find a mental equivalent of what we are right now and what we are becoming. Remember Moses, when he saw this burning bush, he asked, what is this? And the burning bush answered, I am that I am. But one of the interpretations, one of the translations from the Hebrew says that it is I am that is becoming. So it is here present with us, and it is also emerging, and that's what Adrienne Brown talks about, this emergence. So we shift our attention from lack to the essence that's within us, and we know we'll be guided towards what is ours to do, the path forward that allows us to step fully into our wholeness, fully into the truth of who we are, and what we're to do here. I love the story of the Big O that we talked about, and the idea of how, we can have these, it doesn't seem like we're whole and complete. But if we keep the spiritual practice, if we keep knowing our truth, if we do prayers in whatever way we do prayers, to take a few moments of quiet, visioning, and what that means is just saying, hey, Spirit, I don't know what to do here. What you got? What's the highest and best for me in this situation? How can I bring love? How can I bring peace here? Just a simple question. It's not this long process where we have to spend an hour visioning. It can be just a moment of saying, I don't know what to do here. I'm lost. I don't know. How can I show up in this way? What is emerging in me? What is the truth that's important for me to know in this situation? And perhaps the truth is I need to let it go and just forgive. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's no solution here at all. And I just need to let it go. I don't need to hold on to it in that way. And we just bring it into this circle of compassion that we have, into this circle of love we have, whatever those fragmented pieces are, whatever those disconnected parts of ourselves, and know that all these parts are part of the wholeness, to embrace all of us. I used to be part of men's workshops, and one of their phrases is, I welcome all of you. And when I first heard that, I go, you sure about that? Now I understand what that means better, all of me. And I have come to welcome all of me. It took a while, because I thought there were some parts that I didn't want in me, but they were there. But by welcoming all of me, and I welcome all of each of you, and all that you are, is a recognition of your wholeness. Adrian Marie Brown goes on to say, when I'm feeling fragmented or limited, seeing any of my friends in their wholeness reminds me of my own capacity. So if we see that in others, that helps us remember it. And as I stand in my wholeness, which includes being more honest with myself and others about what I want and who I am in the world, it exerts a pressure on others, both to receive me and to become more whole in themselves. To stand in your truth. Don't back down. Don't be smaller just to match somebody else. Be fully who you are. And ask them for what you need so they can step fully into their wholeness too. The truth of who we are. We know that this idea of the arc of justice, it may be a long arc, but it always, spirit and the way of the world, always been towards freedom, peace. Perhaps each generation needs to learn or relearn the horrors of war and the cost of war, the cost of violence. I know I wasn't old enough to go to Vietnam War, but I saw some neighbors come back, the ones that did come back. And the ones that did come back were damaged. We didn't even use the word PTSD then, but they were damaged. They were a mess. And they wouldn't talk about what happened over there. But I knew it was bad. I knew they were ordered to do atrocities on other people that no one should have to do. Why don't we learn from this? War is not the solution. Never has been, never will be. And that's why I appreciate the movie we saw on Friday, The Path Forward, because so many people were gathered who are Palestinian and Jewish who live in Israel. They're Israelis. And they came together to realize there had to be another way. There just had to be another way. They didn't know the way. But they knew it just started to listening to each other. And they shared their grief, their loss. And there's something about sharing grief that's powerful. And they would grieve for each other's. For the Jews would grieve for the lost Palestinians, and the Palestinians grieve for the lost Jews. Because there's a common humanity there, and it's in the common humanity we find our wholeness, we find our truth, not the stuff we make up. So we stand for inclusion, we stand for compassion, equality, and justice. And we know the greater truth of who we are is coming forth. Nazardine told another story. It's kind of a silly story in some ways, but I think it means a lot at the same time. About he came upon a village that he had found a watermelon in a farm that he bought and brought it, and he wanted to, watermelons are so big, he wanted to share it with other people. He brought it into this village, and they started going, no, we don't need watermelon, get it out of here, it's cursed, we're cursed by watermelon. And he goes, well, what do you, so he set it aside, and well, what do you mean? He goes, well, one of our great-grandfathers ate a watermelon, he choked on it and died. So we don't have any more watermelons in this village, because people might die. And he tried to talk to him about that, and he finally broke open the watermelon and began eating it, and they all watched him. Oh, he's not dying. So you know who started eating the watermelon? The kids. The kids go, that looks really good. So they started eating watermelon. They didn't die either. So it's this idea of the beliefs we hold sometimes about each other, about life, that we need to really look at and let go of. And that's the beauty of this movie, that because they talk about ways to look at these myths we hold about other people, called othering. We're talking about the other person, the other way we do something, and stories about them. What I know, let me give you this example. When I was in ministerial school, I took a class on Islam because it was one major religion I knew the least about. And we hold a lot of judgments about Muslims here in this country. A lot of people consider all Muslims to be terrorists. We know that's not true, but on some ways it affects how we treat others. And so I really wanted to learn more about it. What's interesting, first of all, what I know about terrorism and violence, imperialism, genocide, that all religions have done that in the name of their God. And I believe that any violence or particular terrorism or genocide in the name of whatever, Buddha, Jesus, God, Allah, Yahweh, is a lie. That's not the nature. There are sometimes we need to take a strong stand against certain things, like say the genocide. We would take a stand against genocide. I understand that. I'm not saying it's never called for some force of defense or standing up for what is right, but generally, in the name of that violence in the name of God is a lie, and Old Testament's full of cases where that is. But what I learned interesting about Muslims is that the reason they want to have a strong presence, to have a place, is so that they can do spiritual practices together. That they would like to be in a place where there are enough Muslims that they can have a call to prayer. And people will be called to prayer 5 times a day as a reminder. They don't expect everybody to follow that call of prayer. And there's one city, Dearborn, Michigan, where there's a public loudspeaker that announces it through town, a call to prayer. Like, oh, that's a great idea. I'd like a little, like some people have the Zen watches or the Zen alarms that go off randomly, and you're supposed to go to the here and now when that happens. So, it's a good thing to be called to prayer, I think. And so it's not that they need control or ownership, they just want a place to belong. And isn't that what we all want? A place to feel like we can connect and open up this greater truth that we are. So I'd just like to, thinking about this idea of becoming rounder and rolling, I think it's important to talk about rolling together as a community. Now there's going to be times when we don't feel perfectly round and rolling, but together we're doing this together, and we accept people where they're at, exactly where they're at, without judgments about that. Because the whole me does create the whole we. There's a little joke I often tell about the fish was swimming in the water and it hit a wall. Do you know what it said? Nope, damn. We hit walls all the time, and we don't know what to do. What do? We keep, it's sort of like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I pick up something and I can't read it, and I know I need glasses, but I don't know where my glasses are, and I keep trying to read it. It doesn't help. I still can't read it, right? Sometimes we do the same thing with obstacles in our lives. We keep hitting it, like the fish just keep hitting it. Insurmountable insurmountable obstacles. I've used this phrase before. So here's a pop quiz. Would you like fill in the blank or multiple choice? Fill in the blank? Fill in the blank. You ready? Okay. I've used this phrase several times. Let's see how well you guys are paying attention. Insurmountable obstacles go. Okay. All right, here you go. All right. Insurmountable obstacles. A, get very busy. B, blame somebody else. C, go deeper. And the answer is C, go deeper. Go deeper within. Because busyness is just a distraction. Blaming somebody else doesn't help. Go within, go deeper, and find the truth that is trying. Maybe it's just to let go. Maybe it's nothing that you have to do or know. But perhaps it's something you need to realize, something you need to understand, some insight. Maybe there's some action you need to be taking. But when you go deeper, you can find that in the essence of who you are. There are so many distractions in this world. And I think it really helps to be part of a community. Like the Muslims, like Christians, like Jews, they gather as a community as a reminder of who they are. Not only as a culture, not only their faith, but who they are on a deeper level. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese teacher, says that a community that walks together on a spiritual path has great strength. So these are the things that are very difficult to do alone, but when practiced in a community, they become natural. The community carries a collective energy that protects, supports, and transforms us. So this is this deeper self we talk about, and together it becomes a deeper strength. Now the Centers for Spiritual Living, our parent organization, has what's called a global vision. And the global vision is we envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. That's a lot of words, but basically it's a world that works for everyone. And we have shortened it to simply say, that we're creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. So this idea that Thich Nhat Hanh was talking about at a community as a body, he describes it as like a cell in a body, or a tree in a forest, that all the trees are different, but they're part of a oneness. And that we as a community are oneness. And there's another writer I like a lot. Her name is Prentice Hemphill. And she wrote a book about what it takes to heal. And in the little print, you can't see it, our television's a little dark today, but it says that how transforming ourselves is what heals the world. Transforming, so the whole me creates the whole we. And opening up, she also says that we truly believe in if we truly believe in one global family, then we cannot afford a small we. To belong is to rest into the collective, be woven into the all. It's feeling that what you bring is needed and wanted here. So that every person that comes in these doors, that they feel honored, and what they're bringing is needed and wanted and valued and honored. And in that way, this idea of our circles that we have, that we are a community of circles, we don't necessarily need to grow in numbers to expand, that we each can expand in greater ways. And that expansion will attract more people in time, but the thing we want to do is just focus on ourselves in this way and what we can do in a certain situation. I talked last week about the Awakened Path, which is we collaborating with all of New Thought Face. We also here on the local level collaborate with many different nonprofits like Pro Inclusion Napa Against Hate, Feeding It Forward. A lot of these different nonprofits that are doing Napa Can Do that are doing this. So we're doing this work together, and that's another way to expand that which we're doing. Monday, tomorrow, I'm headed to Mexico to be part of a bilingual Center for Spiritual Living conference called the Convention of Americas, and we continue to bridge the way with our bilingual community and open up. And then I wanted to tell you, our own Martha Martinez, I meant to mention this last week, was just elected to an international position with Centers for Spiritual Living. Right. She's on the Practitioner Council now, so that's exciting to have her representing practitioners that we have. So as well as she represents the bilingual community as part of the Region 13 representative, which is the Latin America region. So, and then I was at Jessel Gallery the other day, and they had a whole gallery about peace. And Jessel Miller, many of you know her, started a campaign, invited artists to submit work about peace, and there's some beautiful pieces in there. I think it's maybe just through July. She's going to bring it back but you could still see it if you go see it, and her own piece there. And so all these people are doing many kind of things, and I know you too are doing things that open up life, that open up deeper connections in small circles and larger circles. Little things and big things that you do. Ways that you are opening yourself up to be a greater channel of spirit. And what I would love to do when we go out for refreshments today is just to share with each other the kind of things that we're doing, or the ways that you recognize your wholeness, the way that you recognize your divinity, the ways that you recognize the deeper part of yourselves, the way that you accept all of you, and the ways we can move forward in this idea of wholeness and connectedness. Because I think when we recognize the whole me, we're creating a greater whole us. And for this, I think it's a worthy cause. Let us go to prayer. So in this moment, I know the greater truth of who we are. Divine beings connected in that deeper part of ourselves that is one. From this place of oneness, I know there's an opening for spirit. And I know today and this week, the Spirit moves in and through you with gentle reminders about your wholeness. Gentle reminders of what is emerging in you. What is emerging in you to realize, to recognize, to act upon. Creating a greater expansion of consciousness, for that is the nature of spirit. And I know it is moving through you right now in this emergence, in this creative aspect of yourself, this aliveness, this opening of your heart. And I'm grateful for Spirit doing that in my life and all our lives, so that we are creating a world of peace, a world of love and justice, empowerment, and connection. I know this to be so already, and I release it into the Word, knowing it is so. And so it is.
After years, I'm just halfway up this mountain of dues to pay. I've got so far to climb, I'm so far behind the ones who have made it. Despite all I've done, I'm not lucky or chosen. My head hangs low, what have I got to show? My dreams are fading. But when I look behind me, God, you remind me how far I've come now. I see the good I've created, hearts I have lifted, how much I've done now. The seeds I have planted have grown into trees. I see folks look up to me when I look behind me, when I look behind me. Some days I get closer and the mountaintops clearer. Other days I'm off track, but when defeat sets me back, it's not the end of my story. I'd rather fail climbing bravely and let my fear trap or cage me. Even if I feel small in the face of the tall, tall challenge before me. 'Cause when I look behind me, God, you remind me how far I've come now. I see the good I've created, hearts I have lifted, how much I've done now. The seeds I have planted have grown into trees. I see folks look up to me when I look behind me, when I look behind me.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you. So this time in our service when we invite you to be part of the law of circulation, if our ushers could come forward, please. What we know is that which you are giving returns to you with this law of circulation, this truth. Giving love, giving abundance, receiving abundance. And I know that anything that you're able to give, either what you've given in the past or what you're giving today, feeds our vision and mission to create a world that works for everyone. So thank you for being a part of that. What I invite you to do is to take your hand and put it over your heart to represent that which you've given in the past or what you're giving today, and repeat with me the affirmation on the screen. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive. And so it is. It's got a track. Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
All right, so before we play this next upbeat song, I would love, it's only a 4-line chant, and it's about accepting yourself the way you are. I would love to just say each of the 4 lines and have everyone repeat. Yeah,
Okay.
Is that cool? How's that sound? All right. So I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. Today is a new day, and I'm okay with me. Today is a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me.
Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me.
So feel free to jump in if you pick up the melody, and feel free to stand up, clap, snap, whatever you do. All right,
Ready?
a little bit louder. I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. Today's a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me. We're just going to say the same thing over and over. Here we go. I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. Today is a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me. I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. Today's a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me. I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. Today's a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me. We need to keep singing it to really get it in there, you know? I used to judge all my shortfalls, but I'm done with that. Today's a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me. You sound really good. I used to judge all my shortfalls. I'm done with that. Today's a new day, and I'm okay with me. I release judgment and shame. I'm forgiven and free. Loving myself, hey, I'm okay with me. Yeah, you got it. I think we got one more time, maybe. Oh, that was it.
This is a time in our service we want to acknowledge anybody who might be here for the first time. If you raise your hand, we have a pamphlet for you to let you know a little bit more about ourselves. Oh, all of you are new? That's great. Raising your hand back there. Anybody here for the first time in here? All right, great. Kathleen, I know back there, and I know Deb's been here before, but it's good seeing both of you here today. So, and Peggy, it's always good to see you. So, I'm glad. I could say things, but I'm not going to. Let's all raise our hands and bless each other. We say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community, and so it is.
So I want to invite anyone who would love to come pray with us. We love to pray. We love to, if you want to shift in your life and for any reason, come, let's pray. Or if you just want to be grateful for something that happened, come pray with us.
So if the practitioners could come forward, and they'll be available after the service to pray with. You can just stay in the sanctuary and be a part of this. And now let's invite our kids to come in. Uh-oh.
Hi, good morning. Okay, well, we learned about choosing our thoughts, and that some thoughts weigh us down and other thoughts uplift us. So we did some art. We drew on, we did an exercise around that with some rocks and a bag, and then we put some statements on a butterfly wings, thoughts that weigh us down and thoughts that lift us up. So would you like to say any of the thoughts today? Okay. All right.
Well,
There we go.
and Tony, how was camp?
Camp was really awesome. I met a lot of new people. There was like 100 people this time, which isn't as much as there usually is, but there was a lot of like great people.
Good. Glad you were able to go.
Yeah, me too.
Good, good, good.
It's Sage's first time in the kids club today, so
Hi, Sage.
yeah.
Glad you're here. I saw her hand raised back there. She knew. Thank you. Welcome. All right, well, let's bless our children with this affirmation here. Raise our hands. We say, we love you, we care about you, and we're here for you. I realize this order has messed me up a little bit. I realize I skipped right over the announcement. So real quickly, who said that? We love our announcements, right? So Crush MS is a week from, it's this coming Saturday, right? So if you haven't had a chance to talk to Karen about volunteering, please do that. Encourage your friends to buy tickets. Then we also have next Sunday a special guest speaker who she founded the Net of Light and the Great Council of Grandmothers she's part of, Sharon McLaren Lane, and she is just a fantastic speaker, so you'll want to come next Sunday to hear her speak. And then on August 1st, on a more sacred note, Lon Eakes, our dear friend, beloved friend, his celebration of life will be at 11 o'clock on August 1st. And if you plan to attend, could you please, there's a sign-up sheet out there because we just need to know how much food to bring if you plan to attend to kind of get a sense of what that is. And then also, Sean Boyd is going to be doing a Uganda drive for the students at the school in Uganda, and we're going to have a special day in August for that, and you'll hear more about that. But if you're interested in that, talk to Sean or Mary about sponsoring a child or doing a one-time donation, which helps that school. So, all right, let's all stand for the final song, which is a new one for us today that Trevor's going to lead. We're going to need to move this. You need this microphone too?
Keep it on the stage.
Okay.
Otherwise it'll be too low.
Okay. All right, great. So the words are on the screen.
All right, so this song has a really easy chorus. I love to teach it to you. It goes like this. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Today I'll be somebody's angel. I'll shine the way. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Here we go. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Yeah. Today I'll be somebody's angel. I'll shine the way. Today
somebody's angel. One more time. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Today I'll be somebody's angel. I'll shine the way. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Here's the verse. I'll take time when somebody needs me. Stop and lend a helping hand. Go out of my way to make somebody smile. Be an example people understand. Here we go. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Today I'll be somebody's angel. I'll shine the way. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Verse. I'll offer a shoulder to lean on. Help someone feel understood. If we disagree, or help find a solution that leaves us both feeling good. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Today I'll be somebody's angel. I'll shine the way. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Last verse. I'll be proud of the difference I'm making. Leave everyone I meet better off. Create the change I want to see in the world. I'll be someone who acts. I'll be walking my talk. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Today I'll be somebody's angel. I'll shine the way. Today I'll be somebody's angel. Thank you.
Hey, let's be each other's angels, okay? Have a great Sunday.